Hi, this is Shepard from the floor of the CME group. You know, today's action, everybody thought was going to be about the FOMC minutes coming out at 1 o'clock Central Time, and we've obviously yet to get to that point. But really, the story we've gotten today has been the sovereign debt. You know, the S&Ps had that hit yesterday on the downgrades, you know, from Portugal and Greece, and today we had Spain come out being downgraded by the S&Ps. That's old news at this point, but what the key to that was that the S&Ps, although they settled at 1181 yesterday, they opened up 5 or 6 handles higher, and they traded around, chopped around in a quiet market the first hour and a half or so. We're in like a 6-handle range, and we trended a little lower. What ended up happening is the S&Ps found some legs, and we're going up and made a new high of the day, testing the 1190 even area. That's when the news on Portugal came out, and that was it. The bottom fell out. As a matter of fact, some people pointed out that in the minis they saw the board quoting 83 half bid at 83 even offer, you know, so fast and furious during those couple of minutes, and the prices could be wrong there, but you get the idea. Better, you know, the bid was higher than the offers going through the machines. Right now, at this point, we're still going to have choppy markets. The S&Ps are coming off a recent low, a new low on the day that they made, down at 1176.75. Is that correct? I'm sorry, 1178 even. Sorry, I should know that. That was one of the levels that we put out earlier this morning, which coincided with yesterday's low of the day, 77.80. You know, at this point, it looks like the S&Ps do want to try to get the legs back, and they are rallying as we speak. So at this point, it's more technical of nature, and I'll let Timmy from Top Notch talk to you. Have a great day. See you. Bye.
Hi, we're back on the floor, Top Notch Trading. So far, this market is still being kind of led by the fundamentals, but there are a couple technical notes that at hand. Today, there's a really kind of inverse relationship between the NASDAQ future and the S&P future. The S&P future constantly maintains the bid above yesterday's settle at 81, while the NASDAQ this morning opened up at 13.5 to 15 and never looked back, taking out its lows yesterday by 9 handles. The S&P at this time is yet to test the 77.5 low from yesterday with a low of 78. The big key in the S&P today has been its daily pivot of 88.90 with a high of 89.30. It has led to a retest of today's lows. And down below yesterday's lows comes that 3-week low of 71.30, which I believe is key right now. Top Notch believes is key, along with a 3-week low now in the NASDAQ at 1956. I find it kind of funny though how the S&P can take out its last week's low of 1180 even, and the NASDAQ still trades above its last week's low of 1985 half. These things are out of sync. It makes it a tough call, and the markets are slippery when wet. You should have seen the action when the Standard & Poor's came out and downgraded Spain today. They were whipping all over the place. Now all that's left for today, we have the Fed announcement at 1:15. Let's see how the markets react, and watch out for that 71.30. I don't want to sound redundant, but it's key in the SPOO. Back tomorrow.